So the Yonex EZONE 98 versus Heads Extreme Tour. How do they compare and which one is best for your game right after this?
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I've just been watching TennCom. It's a great new tennis channel which gives you tennis news and info about your favorite rackets and shoes. Hope to see you there.
Join us Thursdays at 8/7 Central on YTV.
The two of the hottest rackets on the market right now are Heads Extreme Tour and Yonex's EZONE 98. They're both speed-oriented 98 score inch rackets that offer really solid control, feel, and spin. In my mind, there are two big factors that really separate these rackets. The first is twist weight. Now, this is not a number you're going to find on most websites, but if you go on Tennis Warehouse University's site, you can see a breakdown of the twist weights that they've measured over the last couple of years. We see the EZONE 98 scores right on the nose, 14, whereas the Extreme Tour is at 14.3. Now, this may not seem like a lot, but tennis is a game of extremely fine margins, so it does make a difference. This added torsional stability gives a little bit better off-center performance in the Extreme Tour compared to the EZONE 98, and I think a lot more players are going to benefit from superior off-center performance in the Extreme Tour. The only reason you may prefer the EZONE here is if maneuverability is a huge priority and you need that speed on the court. The other area that these two differ, and I think this is a more important but also significantly more subjective area, is in terms of feel. So the feel is a standout feature for both of these frames, especially when you look at other 98s on the market, but they both go at it from very different perspectives. Let's start off with Yonex. For years now, Yonex has really been known for creating extremely plush feeling rackets. This leads to a great ball pocketing sensation, suggesting that the ball is held on the strings for slightly longer on impact compared to something like the Extreme Tour. The other way that they achieve that plush feel is through vibration dampening. For the past couple of generations, Yonex has introduced what's called VDM, a vibration dampening mesh that is really integrated into the graphite of the handle. A commenter recently shared a great story with me explaining how one of his clients was able to rediscover tennis following the introduction of this technology, as other rackets were not filtering the vibration in a way that kept her playing tennis. Now, anytime a technology is going to help somebody be able to play tennis, not just succeed on the court, but play tennis, that's awesome. But for me, it leads to just too much of a muted feel. But if that's something you like, then you're really gonna love the EZONE 98. On the other hand, the Extreme Tour is a much more raw and visceral feel. It doesn't filter out vibrations in the same way. You feel a lot of what I call responsiveness in that string bed. That gives you a ton of feedback from where you actually hit the ball on that string bed. Sometimes I'll catch it a little bit higher up on the hoop or off center towards 3 or 9. The EZONE Tour lets me know. The vibrations aren't harmful, I would say. They're just informative. They tell you what's going on in that string bed. So if you don't need to filter out the vibrations to protect your wrist or your elbow, you may prefer the feel of the Extreme Tour a little bit more. It's more informative, but you are going to feel more vibrations come through the frame. But in every other category, I would say these rackets are extremely comparable. The spin is great from both. You get awesome top spin with high racket head speed, and the string pattern is more than control oriented enough on both to access really confident slices. Both are maneuverable, allowing you to get in position on time, and both have decent weight in the handle, which gives you a great feel of stability. The story is the same on serves. That swing weight is 318 for both rackets, so you're really not going to notice a huge difference of power off the serve or off the ground in these frames. So if you're shopping between these two, what is the big determining factor? For me, it's that feel. At the end of the day, it's all about that feel. I would recommend, if you can try, of course, get some demos. So what do you do if you can't demo? Well, you're just gonna have to trust me and my glorious advice. If you're coming from something like a Babolat or a Countervail blade, you're probably gonna prefer the EZONE because you're used to that really filtered dampened and muted sensation. But if you're coming from something like an older Pro Staff or some of Head's older rackets, I think you're gonna like the Extreme Tour a little bit more. Now, if you're interested in learning more of either of these rackets, I've got 2 videos right here just for you.